a mindset shift. I was like, this can't happen to me. Like, I'm young. Like, I got a life to live. Like, I was a junior in high school. Like, I got a life to live. Like, no. What's going on, everyone, man? It is Skiddy coming back to you in the video, man. And today, the video is gonna be about my story battling a chronic illness. This chronic illness was the worst pain I ever felt in my life. I don't wish on anyone. And when I was going through it, I didn't really have anyone who understood what I was going through. So I'm making this video in hopes to inspire, encourage, and really just give you guys the extra push you need if you're going through any type of chronic illness or any like down cycle in life to keep on going, and give you the tips and things of that nature that I use to really like have an impact on my day-to-day life. Because like I said, when I was going through it, not too many people could relate. There wasn't too much information on it on YouTube, which was pretty crazy to me, but yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. So this is my experience, my tips, and encouragement as well. So to give you guys some context, it happened during the worst time period of my life. I was going through it with my family, with my grades in school. I got into a car wreck. Shoot, I was sad. Corona was going on, a whole bunch of things like that. A lot of stuff was going on. But all that was at one time period. And I say that to say, there's speculation that chronic illnesses and health conditions are triggered by stress factors, triggered by emotional changes, environmental changes, just a lot of things that trigger like subconscious mental emotions. So I'm giving you that backstory to like just sort of tell you the time space that I was in. But yeah, all that was going on, and then it was one day my brother came over, and it was the whole family downstairs. I think we just got done watching a Panthers game because we're Panthers fans. And man, I played football, man. I was an athlete. Like I played football, and I would always work out and try to get big. And you know, it was Corona time hitting. I kind of used that to my advantage. I was like, yes sir, like I'm working out every day. I'm like getting big and everything, and then I was looking right. So my brother came over, and you know, I mean, I'm younger than him, so I wanted to like, you know, kind of like, you know, like brotherly competition, one of them in some push-ups. So he was like, what did he say? No. He said something. He said something about my strength. And then I was like, nah, like I knock out 50 push-ups right now. And then I went down, I started knocking them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I got on the 5th one. And then like my skin started itching real bad, and I did not know what to do. Like I was like 5, and I was like, hold up, like this don't feel right. Then I kept on going. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then the 10th one, I felt burning sensation. It was really bad. Like first it like itched, like I felt a weird tingling, then it itched, and then it was like burning, and it was all on my upper body. And I was like, I got up and I was like, oh y'all, is there something like going on? Like is on my skin? Like what is it? Like I'm like kind of itching all over. I'm like, this is bad. Like I never felt that in my life, and I didn't know what it was. So I was thinking maybe it was like a product or something I used, like lotion or something that just didn't sit right with my skin, because I have a lot of allergies. So I was thinking maybe it was something like that. But no, man. The next day comes around, you know, my family looking at me like crazy, kind of laughing at the same time, because they're like, man, what does this dude got going on? Like they barely see anything. They see some red skin, thinking this happened because I did push-ups. Like they don't even understand for real. And then it was the next day it goes around, man, and I'm like, okay, you know, maybe it was just allergies or something. Maybe it was just a bad day. So man, I go outside, and I walk outside, and I'm sitting outside just trying to enjoy the air, and then I feel it come up again, and the sun is beaming on me, and I'm like, what is going on? And I cannot like my skin, it starts off with this little weird tingling feeling, and the next thing you know, it starts getting itchy, and then it starts burning, and I'm like, what is going on? And after the second day, man, I went ahead and went to Google, started looking up things like what's going on, like my skin is like itching, burning, I'm like breaking out, like I don't know what's happening. And there were no answers until I looked up the term or keywords or whatever you want to say on the YouTube search engine. I literally looked up like breaking out in the sun. Like I was darn near allergic to the heat, like sun. And I ended up coming across a video. It was of this lady. I think she was sharing her story. I don't know if it's still up or not, but it wasn't too deep because, you know, she was still going through it. So she was like sort of documenting it as well, which was good. But she was saying that, you know, it's called cholinergic urticaria. And it's pretty much when your internal body temperature raises past a certain point, that your body starts to fight itself. And it does so by breaking out in hives, because when your body fights an illness, it releases histamine, and that histamine is used to attack the illness. But in this case, the histamine is breaching its code of conduct and attacking your own body. And the way it attacked mine was breaking out in hives. My skin would turn red. I would have red patches. It would literally itch and burn, and it was literally the worst pain I ever felt in my life. And it happened over and over again. I couldn't play football no more. I told my coaches and stuff that like I just couldn't play because my family didn't want me to because Corona. And it was true, but it was also at the same time I did not want to play because I was gonna be burning every single time that I try to run or step outside, even on the practice field. And it was bad. I really just wanted to stay inside. It put me in a mental like just confinement, that like I had no answers, and I was like, okay, maybe it'll go away soon, but it kept on happening daily. There was times at night like I could not sleep straight at all because I would have a dream that like I'm running in my dream, or like have a nightmare that something scary happened, and I would wake up at like 2 a.m. like breaking out in hives because my body temperature internally rose past a certain point to where my body started attacking itself. So it wasn't necessarily that I was allergic to the sun. It was like I was allergic to heat. Like even my internal body temperature, if I got mad or stressed out, my temperature would raise internally and I would break out. If I would put on a hoodie, my temperature would raise and I would break out. All that stuff was going on, and it was terrible. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was terrible. But I looked it up again. I started doing deeper research. I came across this doctor on YouTube. He was talking about how like it's chronic. There's no telling when it's gonna end. For most people, it'll last about 3 years, 5 years, 8 years. And I'm looking at all these stories, and they're saying there's lasted 10 years, 9 years, and I'm like, dog, I'm young. Like I got a life to live. Like these are supposed to be like the best times of my life. Like I can't do this. Like I'm not gonna be able to live life properly like for 8, 9, 10 years. Like I'm not gonna be able to do that. So I just eliminated that thought out of my mind. I mean, it was always there, but like I said, I'm very optimistic and positive, faith-filled, and that's just my reality. And I'm not trying to bring on no mindset shifts here, but at the same time, if you're watching this and you have a chronic illness, I am bringing up a mindset shift. It's your reality. Whatever you think is going to happen, pray to God about it. He will answer your prayers through time, of course. Sometimes it might not be the answer you like, but what I will say is through that time period when I was dealing with that, it built character in me that I've never had before. It was one of the worst time periods of my life, but in retrospect, it was one of the best time periods of my life. not because of what happened or what I experienced, but because of who I became after that. Um, I want to encourage you on that. I just really had to say that right there if you're dealing with it. Um, yeah, I was in a mindset shift. I was like, this can't happen to me. Like, I'm young. Like, I got a life to live. Like, I was a junior in high school. Like, I got a life to live. Like, no, like these are supposed to be fun times. No, I can't do this. Um, so I'm not like I wouldn't even be able to play basketball with my friends and stuff. That's just what I was thinking about. I'm sorry. That's just what I was thinking about. So so yeah, that ended up happening. And the whole time, man, I'm praying to God. I'm like, God, like, please let this go away. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know. I don't want it to last for like 8 years, 9 years. And I know like you're a healer. And one verse that I always remember, really just like what it like the context of the verse that it was about was that all diseases and illnesses and things like that, it is not ours. It died on when Jesus died. He took them on when he died, like pretty much away from us. So like we experience no pain on that end. Like it does not belong to us. Those are attacks from the enemy, and I sort of just kind of kept that in my mind, um, and I legit like was talking to God on a daily basis, man. Like I became closer to God than ever during that time period, and anytime I would talk, I would change the way I talked. If I was talking to my family about it, my family didn't believe me. First of all, it would happen over and over again. It wasn't until like I had to like legit like get proof. They knew something was up, and like eventually over time and time, like this kid is not crazy anymore. Like he's truly feeling this, but they couldn't feel what I was feeling. So it would just be kind of more funny than anything. But I was actually suffering. Um, but uh, but yeah, man, I don't even know what I was saying with the mindset shift. Anyways, be careful what you say. Be careful what you say. When you speak it, do not claim it. Do not say I have or whatever. Just say there's a how did I how did I re-talk that? Um, there's a chronic I have. No, I forgot what I said. I'm trying to think on it. My fault, y'all. I'm really trying to think about it. I'm gonna continue with the story, and when I think about what I said in replacement, I will tell you. But don't claim it. Just address it. So yeah, just address it. Don't claim it. Be like I'm dealing with. Um, don't say I have, because when you say I have, you're claiming it. So I changed my speech when I would talk. I'd be like I'm dealing with a chronic illness. And I didn't even want to say that. I didn't even really say that out loud. I was just like, whenever I get hot, like I just break out in hives. Like that's the type of stuff I would say. I didn't really claim it. And yeah, but I changed the mindset. Kept on doing more research, and I came across this doctor. I don't know if I mentioned him earlier, but I am now. The doctor online, he was pretty much just saying like he was dealing with it, and same thing, he was saying there wasn't too many people talking about it, and he said something that he did every morning to really like solve the issue was eat right. He got his diet right. He ate. He said apples are really good like antihistamine agents. What antihistamine is, like I said when I described earlier, histamine is what like attacks your own body. He said apples sort of like compress that, and it was kind of ironic to me because they always say like an apple a day keeps the doctors away. I never really ate apples like that. Like I did not like them. They're like one of my like least favorite fruits. Always bothered my mouth as well. So that was torture. but I did what I had to do. I bought some apples. I ate apples in the morning. And you can't just stop there. Like your whole diet should shift. Should stop out junk food, and legit eat healthy. Whether that's vegetarian, whether that's vegan, whether that's pescatarian. But mainly I really stick with when you're dealing with chronic illnesses. Really stick with the plant-based stuff. Don't like shift off into like junk food and heavy red meats and all types of meats, because though the meaty stuff, it makes it worse, if I recall correctly. But yeah, that's that on the diet. One thing that I did find out with the diet is that it did kind of work, but it didn't solve it. It was more so just like, it just made it a little bit better. And it just made my skin feel a little bit better and look a little bit better as well. The hives ended up ended up changing form. It went from big red blobs to like small red dots, and I think that's what I'll put in the thumbnail. I might even put it on here somewhere, but it turned into small red dots, and the pain became more tighter. Like, it felt like now, instead of one big red blob of like a hive and like itching and like burning, it was like almost like, I've never got a tattoo, but what people describe almost as if you get a tattoo needle on each of those little dots that pop up on your arm, and it was stabbing over and over again and burning, and it was pretty bad. But the doctor online also said that he would pretty much sweat out his histamine. He said that histamine only has a certain level in your body, and it takes longer to regenerate. And every time you work out and you sweat histamine out. So he said, if you sweat out in the morning, do a heavy workout, run, cycle, cardio, something like that. If you sweat it out, your body, when it starts to feel the heat or get hot and try to, trigger the histamine to release and attack your body, it can't, because it's out of fuel, because the histamine is no longer there. And that actually worked. I am not gonna lie to you guys, that actually worked. But it was a like temporary fix. Like, you would have to repeat it daily. Like, and I wouldn't say like it was completely gone. Like, it was gone. Like, you wouldn't feel it, but you would feel it. So what I mean by that is, it's like, let's say I would work out in the morning, right? I would sweat it out. I would feel it when I'm working out, first of all, because I'm dealing with the pain to sweat it out. Like I told you, if I get hot, it's happening. So I have to work out while it's happening. So you have to have that mental toughness, which you do because you are strong enough to overcome it, and you can do it, to work out through the chronic illness and release that histamine and let it get out. And I would do that. And then the rest of the day, I would shower, get ready. The rest of the day, I would be straight. I would be A-okay. And I would then I would get hot again. And when I get hot, it's like I would feel it come up. Like I would feel it. Like there's a feeling that you get when it's about to trigger. Like it's like I can't describe it. Like it was like a type of tingling like shock, and that feeling always brought up like anxiety, because I'm like, oh no, like even to this day, if I get a feeling like that, I'm like, is it gonna come up again? Like I get kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of on edge, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll get that feeling. But then since I sweat it all out, it wouldn't happen. It would just be that feeling like the whole time. So like it was better, and like it went away, but like it was still there. Like I didn't necessarily feel the pain, but I felt it didn't feel normal, but it didn't feel like terrible. Like it didn't feel bad. Like I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, anyways, working out, it definitely worked a lot and helped daily. And you had to repeat it though. Like I had to repeat it. Like it really did help though. It really did help. Another thing that I had to do was, since it was like for allergic uticaria, like I was pretty much like allergic to heat, like I said, so I couldn't take hot showers. You have to take cold showers. And I realized that hot showers and hot water is damaging to your skin, and skin conditions. So I'm not even gonna lie, like now that it's gone and away from me, I still do take, it's kind of bad, but hot showers. Like I'm trying to like ease off it though, to take like warm showers and like more so to the warm, colder side. But I'm still not completely a cold shower person. I'm trying to get there, but that's a tip I would give to you if you're dealing with skin conditions and stuff like that. You're not going to become a cold shower person overnight, but if you're dealing with enough pain, best believe you're going to change overnight. And if you don't, I mean, go to warm water, warm to cold, and just transfer through there, so that way it just becomes better, and it'll be a transgression and a smooth changing process the best it can be. Um, and yeah, man, like anyways, continue on going with what I was saying. I dealt with that for just on repeat, doing the same stuff. I ate an apple. I changed my diet to more like healthy stuff. I also took vitamins. These vitamins were also critical to your health. It's like zinc. Zinc is one of them. I think the other one was, you know what, since it's vitamin stuff, I'm not going to speak on the other one if I can't remember it, but I know for a fact zinc was one of them, and it helped out a lot. I think one of them was vitamin B12. I really do think one of them was vitamin B12, but I'm not going to speak on that though. Like, take that vitamin B12 at your own risk, look it up, like, whatever, but I know for a fact zinc helped me. And definitely talk to your doctor, because I'm not a doctor, if you do go to one. But me personally, back then, I went to YouTube University, and I figured out about zinc and all that stuff, and it helped me. Just saying. But yeah, man. Anyways, it was on repeat for about like a heavy, like dealing with it hard for like 3 to 6 months. And it was mental toughness. Like, you had to have to get through it. And then it started to die down, and had weeks and days where like it just wouldn't pop up at all, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm good from it. Like, it would be like a week and I'm good from it. Then like the 7th, 8th month, it would like pop back up, or 2 weeks later it would pop back up, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I still have it. But I would still pray, be consistent, and change my diet, workout, and all that stuff, even if I felt as if it was gone. And then it wasn't until about like a year and a half later where like it fully went away. Well, what I gotta say on that is, I wouldn't say like it was like complete torture through that 1.5 years. It was definitely torture, but it was like the worst of the worst torture, like going through hell, literally. Like, the first 6 to 7 months, 6, 7 months, like really like that range. It was like the worst it ever was. Then from like 6 to like 8 months, it was like sort of consistent, but like not really, like off and on. Then the 8 to 9 months, I thought it was really gone, and then like it would pop up one day randomly out the blue, and then like that like year range, like it darn near disappeared. And yeah, man, I went to the doctor about it eventually. The doctor said there's pretty much nothing you can do about it. That's pretty much what he said. It's pretty terrible. But yeah, man, the doctors can't do anything about it necessarily, but God can, and you can definitely contribute to working out, eating right, taking the vitamins, getting in sunlight outside, and not letting it affect your mental, because you can overcome it. You are greater than it, and it is not yours, and it does not define who you are. So I just want you guys to remember that as you push through, because I really do know how it's like. I dealt with it, and I know you're strong enough to overcome it. And keep the faith, keep on pushing, and it's gonna go away quicker than you are expecting or think. Subscribe if you're new, like this video, love you.